stop.
No, it's like,
Hey guys, Dylan here. Welcome back to another action figure review. Today we're reviewing the Marvel Legends Mr. Knight and Moon Knight from the MCU Disney Plus show known as... Do I really need to say it? Moon Knight. The origins of Moon Knight is pretty much very complicated. And I truly mean that. And I'm gonna just explain everything I know knowledge-wise. So just sit down and grab some popcorn. Alright. Mark Spector was basically a mercenary. He was working in Egypt with one of his partners. I think his name was Bishop, I think. Either way. His partner actually betrayed him, and, you know, Mark actually ended up getting killed. Well, almost getting killed. He was able to make it to the statue of the god of the moon. That's where we're introduced to Khonshu, who actually resurrects Mark Spector, bringing him back as his Fist of the Night. The man who protects the travelers at night and serves his vengeance. He became Moon Knight. But here's where the messed up shit happened. Now, some people say this is simply his own mental problem. Other people say this is actually a parasite, an alien parasite. And other people say Khonshu gave it to him by mistake. But Mark has split personality disorder, basically. It's actually one of the many things that messes with Moon Knight and why a lot of people think he's crazy. He basically has three personalities. Mark Spector, who he actually is. Stephen Grant, the basic... Think of Stephen Grant as Bruce Wayne. And Jake Lockley, the street thug who basically just wants to beat your ass if you're doing something wrong. And because these two personalities pretty much just did their own thing with Mark's body, he couldn't really control the actions that he did sometimes because they were always in control. Hell, there was a moment where Jake Lockley and Steve Grant just disappeared and they got replaced with Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America. I mean, it's crazy. But things kind of hit the fan when Khonshu actually convinced Mark to completely wreck the Avengers and start taking their and slowly take over the world. Thankfully, Mark had the realization that what he was doing was wrong and surrendered himself, and now he's basically under a heavy watch of the Avengers and is forced to go to therapy. That's where he is right now with the Midnight Mission, I believe. I probably have to read more of the comic book. And this is actually where Mr. Knight comes into play, because Mr. Knight is actually his second hero persona. You know, this is the version of him where he can actually work with the cops and is an actual hero instead of a vigilante like Mr. Knight. And he uses both personalities to protect the travelers at night. So, yeah. Like I said, complicated. And also, just know that everything I said, I dumbed it down for you. There is a lot more, but I couldn't explain it. So, go find some comic books. Anyway, back to the toy review. The painting and sculpture of this action figure is amazing. I truly love it. I mean, come on. Having Moon Knight is already just been, amazing. But to have a Moon Knight in like a mummy-like fashion is just like, come on, man. It just looks good. I love the gold on anything moon-like on this thing is just gold, and I love it. I love it. I love this design. I can't say anything else. Like, it just looks really, really good. The face. Jesus Christ. Is this a mask? My man looked like he's gonna eat it. For accessories, he comes with two open hands. Well, more like trigger hands, but still. Two open hands that they just look cool. I like them. Next, he also comes with his knight, the crescent dart. It's nice. You can also combine them to have a ultimate crescent dart. I don't know what that is. Let's get into articulation. Oh my god, this thing can freaking move. Yo, if you want a Moon Knight and don't want to wait for the SH figure arts, just get this guy. Seriously. I was so worried because of the new joints and everything that this thing wouldn't be able to move and that it would be, really stiff. And thankfully, it's not. I mean, the arm piece right here, the arm piece on the right side is a little stuck, but you know what? It's not that bad. I can still move it. The legs are nice and movable. Everything on this thing is just... See, if they just keep action figures like this, if Hasbro just keep their Marvel Legends action figures like this, I would have no problems continuing collecting them. But every time I buy one, it's like a Russian roulette, and half of the time I do lose. Sad, but it is true. Let's be real. Collecting is really just putting a bullet in a chamber to your wallet. And like, you just put a bullet in the chamber.
Had this happen to you? Help! Help me! Help me! Help me, please! Help! Ow!
Jesus Christ, this painting and sculpture of this action figure is absolutely amazing. Not only is it just a classic suit, but it's so cool, and I love it. It just really, I love the face, yo. I love the face. The rest of the body is pretty much just a normal suit Marvel Legend, which honestly, I'm not mad about, because the truth is, to make a Mr. Knight, really, you just gotta get that Deadpool 2-pack, paint that tie thing white, pop off the head, find a Moon Knight head, or just make your own, and then you're done. You just need to get, hands that are white. You just paint that. Like, building this guy was easy. For accessories, he comes with 2 open hands that can hold his batons, or whatever the hell. Was it a trunjet? What is it called? I say baton, but it's probably a trunjet, or what? I'll put the name up there. But these things look absolutely amazing. And if you're wondering, yes, you can take this baton or trunjet and give it to Moon Knight, who normally uses it. Now on to articulation. And since this is a standard, suit, upper body, we pretty much all know the articulation for that, but I still show it anyway. Now for the legs, that's a different story since they're brand new, to me at least. And the joints on there is a little bit stiff, but it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But the articulation, yeah, it's pretty good. I can do a lot with this. I can do both. Oh. But yeah, so yeah, it's a good articulation. All right. So, final thoughts on these two? Get them. Because I'm giving Mr. Knight 3 stars. I have no freaking problem with this figure. And this isn't me talking like, just because I like Moon Knight. If this figure was bad and it just didn't feel right, I would have told you. But this thing is, these two things are amazing. And I'm so happy that these action figures are awesome and not recycled. And my audio crashed. The point I was trying to make is that these two action figures are amazing, and I give them both 3 stars. That means they're the trifecta, and they're freaking amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. The next review, we're reviewing Marvel Legends Baron Zemo, the Walgreens exclusive that no one